Winter's on its way, and GTA residents are preparing for the cold weather.
The Brazilian police and military raid a drug-controlled town and get you set for Sunday's Grey Cup. Humber News starts right now.
Hello, it's November 26, 2010. Welcome to Humber News, coming to you from the Broadcast Center here at North Campus. I'm Christina Russo. Thanks for joining us.
And I'm Kyle Hall. Ahead on our show, we have all your news, sports highlights, and entertainment, as well as your 5-day weather forecast. But first, Christina has our top story.
The sudden drop in temperature and the onslaught of wintry weather in Toronto this morning has Humber students dreaming of sunnier days. Frigid temperatures and blustery winds made for icy walkways around campus, with salt being laid down for the first time this season. Students making their way into Humber were caught off guard by the changing conditions.
I didn't expect it to snow because I didn't check, so I didn't wear gloves or anything.
It's extremely freezing outside.
It's really cold, I can say that. I was really hoping it wasn't going to snow.
I'm in tourism management, so right now I'm just dreaming about being in another country where it's nice and warm.
Later in the newscast, Amy Douglas will let us know if the cool weather is here to stay.
The Ontario Special Investigations Unit is looking into whether a woman was sexually assaulted after a controversial strip search by Ottawa police officers. A judge has released a video showing Stacey Bonds after she was arrested in September 2008 for public intoxication. The video shows 4 officers taking Bonds to a screening area, but when she fails to cooperate, the female officer knees her twice and then pulling her hair forces her to the ground. The judge says Bonds was half naked with soiled pants when she was left alone in the holding cell after the search. The charges against Bonds were stayed in a verbal ruling issued on October 27th.
A new study published in the medical journal The Lancet shows just how many people may be suffering from secondhand smoke worldwide. Humber News reporter Natasha Fearon has the story.
For years, doctors have said secondhand smoke is bad for your health. But how bad is it? New research collected from 192 countries show more than 600,000 die from secondhand smoke each year. Here at Humber, Dr. Kathleen McMillan says these numbers don't surprise her.
It's a mass of evidence that we have that this is harmful to people now. I think you have every right to insist that your environment be smoke-free.
Here in Ontario, some measures have been put in place to reduce exposure to secondhand smoke. Even here at Humber's North Campus, there's a no smoking policy within 9 meters of entrances. But some non-smokers say even that's not good enough.
In this area too, like in the front of the foyer, like when you're standing here you see so many smokers, so yeah, it kind of injects, when you inject it, it kind of disturbs my, I don't like it.
I think it's kind of disgusting. It's a little unfair for us non-smokers to have smokers blowing their stuff in our face, and it's on our part unwilling, and we can't really do much about it.
The study suggests education and more smoking bans may cut down the number of people who suffer from secondhand smoke each year. Natasha Fearon, Humber News.
The chair of Durham Council is being criticized over an agreement to build a garbage incinerator. Roger Anderson announced yesterday he signed a deal that will see the construction of a $260 million trash incinerator built in the GTA. The project's opponents say the deal is overpriced and harmful to the environment. One Durham Council member says it's the worst decision Durham Region has made since it was formed in 1974. The incinerator will be built about 20 kilometers east of Oshawa using federal gas tax funding.
The principal of Toronto's only Afrocentric school is expected to resume her post. The decision to reinstate Thando Hyman came after an impassioned 3-hour meeting between parents and Toronto School Board members last night. Hyman was placed on leave last month after a parent's complaint regarding her son, though the details of the complaint are confidential. Parents have been upset with the installment of a white man as the interim principal. The school employs a mostly black staff and was launched in September 2009 in response to a 40% dropout rate among black students.
Humber's volunteer and fundraising management program is hosting a Movember wrap-up party. The postgraduate program has raised close to $18,000 for Movember Canada and hopes to raise more at the party, which takes place Monday night at the El Macombo. Movember is a month-long campaign where men grow mustaches to raise funds and awareness for prostate cancer.
When we come back, we'll have more news from around the country and around the world. Jared Lalonde will have the latest in sports, and Amy Douglas will have your 5-day weather forecast.
Winter will be striking parts of northern Ontario today with heavy snow and periods of freezing rain. Stick around, I'll let you know what's in store for the GTA after the break.